All right, welcome to day number 5 of the training, the workshop for digital products and being able to sell them using the Builderall tools. So we've been through a lot together already in these last 4 days, and unfortunately, I know you guys are ready to cry, and it's okay. Today's the last day of the digital marketing, being able to sell them with Builderall. But hopefully in the last 4 days, you feel like you've gotten a lot of good material, you've gotten a lot of good ideas, there are things that you can move forward with. And today is going to be the last day, and it's going to culminate in learning how to deliver that product. Because we've talked about what products we can find and use and sell, then how we can put together a funnel to be able to sell those products, and then of course, using the checkout, being able to use a payment processor like PayPal or Stripe. And then of course, once they buy the product, how on earth are we going to get the product to them? Now I'm going to show you a couple things today. I want to show you how to deliver using a button and how being able to click a button to download a file. And then you can actually deliver in a membership area. And then we'll also talk about how to deliver in email as well. So a couple different ways that you can do this. We'll try to get to everything that we can today and actually make it as clear as possible so you can think of all the different ways that you can deliver a digital product. Okay, there's many, many different ways. So before we get started, I want to go ahead and open it up for any questions that you might have or comments or concerns. Go ahead, David.
Just a very quick one. There are so many ways of getting to the end product, right? In your opinion, what's the best one that you have used?
So end product is in what? Deciding what product to sell?
What you're selling. There's so many ways. There's e-learning, there's this, there's that. There's so many, we'll say, products within Builderall to give the product to a customer. Okay.
So the best way to figure it out is
try them all.
Create an e-learning. Yep. Create an e-learning. Create a membership area. Practice delivering through email. Do all the different ways that you think you might be interested in looking at to deliver a product. Create all of them in a testing environment. Test them out, and then decide which one is best. So if you're in a fling and hurry, e-learning is the best way to deliver if you're doing something like a course, because you can literally build a course in e-learning in 3 hours. And how do I know this? Because I did it. And not only did I do it, I did it heavily medicated. If you go into the back area of Builderall, and I know it's terrible. I had been to the dentist and I had a root canal, I believe is what I had, or a tooth pulled. I think it was a tooth pulled. And they gave me really good pain medicine. And for some reason, I decided when I got home that I needed to do a course and put it on e-learning and put it into the Builderall community. So in 3 hours, I shot all the videos, put them up on YouTube, added them into e-learning, created the entire e-learning platform, the design of it, everything, and put it up on the Builderall community. I did every bit of that in 3 hours. So if you want it fling and fast, e-learning is the way to do it.
And was that put into a funnel? Like say you had 3, maybe 4 videos. Okay, you have your attraction video, your first one, right? Your hook. And then you get them to sign up with their email, and then they go to a next video and the next video, and 4 promotions, we'll say. Would you still use the e-learning for that?
For that type of thing, that's actually a funnel, so that's outside of what you're delivering.
Yeah. So which funnel would you go for? Make it in the canvas, or would you? This is what I'm trying to figure out in my own head. What way is the best way to get this?
You're talking about 2 different things. So you're talking about how are you going to build the website that you want, and then how are you going to build the delivery system that you want.
The delivery system is really what I'm talking about. Yes.
Well, either one. You just have to get in there and practice.
Get the shovel out.
Yep, get the shovel out.
And work away.
Yeah. I never said this was easy, did I?
No.
The reality is you just have to go in there and build and build and build. And the reason I can tell you so confidently what I tell you is because I've built it and I've done it.
Yeah.
Right? So if I tell you If you want to deliver something quick as far as like a course, e-learning is the way to do it. If you want to deliver something where you've got some leeway as far as design and you want to make it pretty, but it's going to take you more time to build it, then you're going to do a membership area. And then if you want to deliver something that's like maybe it could be delivered by email, then you want to do it email wise. So that'd be just set it up one time and let it deliver through a sequence. If that's a digital product that you can deliver that way. So again, a bazillion ways to do these things, but I don't have the, I would not have the confidence to tell you this if I hadn't done all of it, right?
Yeah.
So the reality is it's good to listen to what I tell you. So, so obviously, so I've said, if you're delivering a course and you want it to be delivered fast, e-learning. If you want control over design, membership area. If it's just something you can deliver as a simple product file, email. So there's just so many ways to do it. You're just getting some guidance here, but you still have to jump in and try it yourself.
And live then is another question. Like, you know, this is like, there's so many ways to get the people into that funnel.
Right.
And that's I suppose
it just takes deep thinking is all.
Yeah.
So you just think about it. What are you doing? What are you trying to accomplish? And again, that goes from setting up how you're selling it and setting up how you're delivering it. You got to think through both of them before you put it out there in the world.
Yeah.
Okay?
Great stuff. Right, yo, thank you very much. Thank you.
You're welcome very much. Any other questions or comments or concerns, you guys? David Duty.
I haven't played around with membership site at all. You're going to inside the membership site, you're building web pages. Are you using the membership site to build the web pages, or are the web pages being built in Pixel Perfect and brought into the membership site?
It's all integrated. You're going to see in just a few minutes how I do a membership area. It's all part of Pixel Perfect.
So if we have a new Pixel Perfect coming out Monday, you might not want to do a membership site this weekend.
No, you want to do one because the old Pixel Perfect is still good. I mean, you can still build in it. You can still use it. The new Pixel Perfect, remember, it's going to be MVP, minimum viable product. So it may not be able to do everything that you want it to do right now. So you still want to stay in Pixel Perfect and build, and then work in the new Pixel Perfect and see if it has everything that you want yet. Okay, it's not ready for you to jump in and just go, I'm dropping the old Pixel Perfect completely and go into the new, because it's an MVP, minimum viable product. And what's going to happen is it's going to not have everything that the old Pixel Perfect has in it. It's going to have the minimum that we can do to get you started learning how to use that Pixel Perfect. And then each week or a couple weeks, you'll see more features added to it, more features added to it, more features added to it, to where eventually you can look at the old Pixel Perfect and say, all right, I'm done with you now. I'm moving my sites over. The new Pixel Perfect has everything I need. Okay?
Would I be able to create the membership site with pages out of the old Pixel Perfect? If I do like the new Pixel Perfect, be able to recreate and then add those pages back into the membership site?
What will happen is right now we don't have a way to move it over. We don't have a converter that says take it out of Pixel Perfect and put it into the new Pixel Perfect. You'll have to rebuild.
No, I understand that. If I rebuild, what I'm saying, if I have Pixel Perfect page A and new Pixel Perfect page B, and I have Pixel Perfect A in a membership site, and I want to replace it with the new B, can I replace in the membership site the new page that I built and the new Pixel Perfect?
Yeah, it's just a matter of rebuilding it, right? So if you have it over here, just rebuild it over here.
It's not locked down or something.
No. From what I understand, we're still going to be able to do membership areas and checkouts and all the things that we have in the old Pixel Perfect. It's just that we're getting the MVP first, and I don't know what the limitations are in the new Pixel Perfect yet, because I have yet to get in there and get to really play with it to see the release version. So just know that when we do get the release version of the new Pixel Perfect, it's not going to have everything in it. So keep building in the old Pixel Perfect. Just don't drop it like it's hot. Keep going with it.
This is the one that's going to be the responsive?
Yes.
Okay, also the directory, is it completely working? Because I kind of went in and wanted to play with it a little bit, because I was looking at, okay, if I'm a professional speaker and trainer and coach, I can break that down, I can really niche that down, and then I can, kind of build that and connect with people in my LinkedIn groups and say, I'm doing this. Do you want to place an ad? And it's to go out to your customers and how,
So keep clicking around and trying to figure it out. We're going to have probably a Tuesday night training on it real soon. If not this coming week, then the next week. It's a little tricky because there's definitely an order you have to go to build. So just click, play with it, and then when the training comes, it'll all make sense.
Yeah, I mean, I was like trying to do something new and it just kept going dots, but nothing really opened.
Yeah, wait till the training comes out. And there may be some tutorials. I don't know if there's a tutorial in there yet. But if there's a tutorial, just click on the box on your dashboard and then click tutorials and see if there's anything there yet. But there's a definite order that you have to go through to be able to make it work for you. Okay, if you're doing it backwards, it's going to go, what? Which is what it might be doing to you. It might be telling you, Davita, what? What are you trying to make me do? So be patient because just like you guys just got the directory, guess who just got the directory too? Is the trainers. So we're actually going through and really picking through it and trying to figure out, how do we train this the best way to get you guys learn it. So it's coming. Okay. Any other questions, you guys?
Hey, Shelly, can I ask a question about yesterday's training?
Yeah, absolutely.
So I kind of walked through the whole canvas myself and kind of created exactly what you walked us through. Now, I think the part, I did the PayPal thing, kind of walked in, did the 5 cents, made the purchase. As a customer, I got a receipt that says, hey, access your product, and there's a link there. When you click on that link, it goes back to that page where it made the offer of, where it was originally was an offer for you to.
Right. It goes to what your thank you page is, whatever you set the thank you page is. Yeah. And yes, that's a flaw in the system. Okay. And I already gave it to the developers and it's slated to be fixed. So that's in process of being fixed.
Okay. All right. Cool.
Yeah.
Thanks.
What Frank is saying is, like, say I bought the ebook, which is the first item that you buy in the funnel. Okay. So the customer actually gets an email that says, congratulations, you just bought the ebook. Here's a button, access your product. And when you click access the product, it's set to go to whatever you set the thank you page to, which in our case, we set the thank you page to be the video page. So it would go straight to the video page. So what they're working on with the developers is to actually change that so we can designate what we want that button to be. Whether we want it to be a download button, so you click it and it downloads the product, or if you want it to be a button that goes to a specific page and you can identify the page that you want it to go to. So we do know about that and it is being fixed by the developers. Okay. Yay.
Thank you.
Yeah. You're very welcome. Gabriel.
Yeah, how you doing? Can you hear me?
Yep. Can hear you.
Couple of questions. On the old, I'm sorry, the last 2 days are not uploaded yet.
Yeah, they're the ones I had just some problems with, where I went to upload and YouTube just kind of wigged out on me a little bit.
Oh, so.
Or maybe it was my computer or my internet. I'm actually not entirely sure, but I'm gonna chase it again once I get time to chase it.
We're gonna have it because I learned a lot by going back and rewatching.
Yeah. So yep. They'll be up. It'll be hopefully later today.
Right, and then also the old boot camp with the schedule, it's gone, I guess. So.
Right, they're now taking over the name boot camp. So we had to disconnect builderallbootcamps.com to that page, and I gave them the slug to be able to add it back to the dashboard. So it's coming back. I'm at the mercy of them getting it done for me because I can't do that. So they're working on it. They've got the information. It's just a matter of them being able to jump in and get that link in there for us. If you're not sure, then you can go. Let me think of how you can get to it. Hold on, and I'll put the link in here. Hold on.
Sure.
So let me find it here. Builderall boot camp. Let me get the slug. No, that's not it. Hang on, you guys, and I'll get the slug for you so that you can go to it directly. You know what? I think I'll give you just the new Builderall Training Center. How's that sound? Is that even better?
As long as you know what we're doing.
I'll give you both because I can.
And also I think well, that's a different issue on the agency, but that's fine. It's not the call to talk about.
Hang on, I'm finding it. It's in 2 different accounts, actually. How about I will try to put it. All right. Builderall Training Center. I'll give you this one. So look in the chat, you guys, and copy and paste that somewhere so you have it. That's just the temporary link to the Builderall Training Center. And that's where all the training is going to start going, is into the Builderall Training Center. And then to see any of the trainings, you can go to 2 different YouTube channels, the Builderall Boot Camps. Oops, sorry, Builderall Boot Camps. So the Builderall Boot Camps YouTube channel is still active, and then we have the Builderall Training Center YouTube channel. There you go. So those 2 YouTube channels, the Builderall Boot Camps YouTube channel is still active. It has all those videos on there that we've done in the past. And then this is the first workshop that we're doing that's going to be on the Builderall Training Center YouTube channel. So right now there's very few videos on there because it's a brand new channel. Jump in there for sure and subscribe if you want to, and definitely check it out. Like the videos, we can start getting it some juice, getting it ranked up there, so Builderall people can start seeing where that's at. And we'll just keep building and building that channel so more people can see that training center where all of the new training and workshop videos are going to go. Okay.
Yeah, Builderallbootcamps.com. It's a 404 error. I don't know if
I mistakenly typed that in. So pretend like I didn't type that in because I can't delete it.
Okay.
My brain was going. Actually, my fingers were going faster than my brain.
All right, no problem. Good deal.
All right, so hopefully that'll get you some resources and stuff. And really soon, the 2020 training calendar is going to go up, and I fully expect all of you guys to have your jaw drop when you see it, because it is a stunningly a large amount of training. So it's going to be really exciting next year to see all the training that we're going to do our best to pull off.
And then just follow the calendar for our boot camps going forward on the inside the. Is that where we're going to see it?
Yep, that's where you'll see it. So just be watching for those, and you'll see the dates, the times, and I think I put the Zoom link in there too. Did I put the Zoom link in there, Gabriel?
Let me see. Zoom link. Yeah, the Zoom link is in there.
Good. So yeah, you'll be able to access the Zoom link there and all the information you need to know when those boot camps are going to happen.
I don't see anything. We don't have anything so far yet this month, correct?
I have not put. I think there's a training next week that I just haven't put in yet because I'm contemplating moving it out 1 week. I'm just not sure. So I'll probably make a decision later today if I'm going to move it out or not.
Because that's why I ask you all the time on Friday when we do this.
Yeah, I know it's difficult now because we really have so many things that are hanging right now, and so it's difficult for me to say like on the Monday before that I'm going to be like totally confident to pull this off, We've got a big release next week and a lot of stuff going on that I'm actually really involved with. So it's a decision though that I'll make by today.
No problem.
But
Understood.
just keep watching the event calendar, you guys. And
Sure.
besides, I'm just keeping you guys on your toes. That's all it is. That's really all it is I'm keeping you on your toes.
And totally forgot to say this beginning of the boot camp this week. How you feeling? How you doing, Shelly? Because I know
Thank you. I'm doing better.
I
Actually,
meant to say, but you were on a roll, and then I thought.
I know, and I was like in the zone when yeah, I'm doing better. I did go to the doctor again today, and they said that the infection is not gone yet, which is still why I'm having, you know, some pain and just some issues involved. But it's just it's a kidney infection. It's being really cantankerous and persnickety, and it's just not responding to antibiotics as well as they want it to. So I think they're going to probably give me like a week or two more trying to knock it out with the antibiotics I have. And if it gets worse or it doesn't get better, they're going to start some heavier, harder antibiotics to take it out. But right now, honestly, it's just a nuisance more than it is anything that's holding me back. So I'm way better than what I was, and hopefully I'll keep getting better. Hopefully these antibiotics will just knock it out eventually. But it's just being a little cantankerous and persnickety.
Well, we pray for you, Shelly, every day.
Thank you very much. I sincerely appreciate it, and I do want to say that there were so many of you guys that when I was out, I got private messages and people were just, you know, saying, hey, hope everything's going okay. We miss you. We're thinking about you. Hope you feel better soon. So all of that, I'm sure played a huge role in me actually getting better because I was like, I got to get better. They're waiting on me to teach this class.
Thank you.
So it was very, very much appreciated for sure. And I felt the love. So thank you very much. All right. So any other questions before we jump into the deep, deep water of membership areas today? All right, let's go swimming. Are you guys ready? All right. So what we're going to do today is deliver our products. So the initial way that we set up this website, we did not have a way to deliver it. We just set it up to end up going to a thank you page, and voila, there's your product. And there's some people that do that, and that's good enough for them. They have an unprotected delivery page. They have an unprotected area of their website where they just deliver the product, and anybody with a stinking link could give it away, sell it, whatever they want to do. So if you want to build something super duper simple and oh my gosh, you know, no worries whatsoever, you can actually do it that way. If you're not worried about, you know, people being able to get your product without having to purchase it or allowing other people to have access to it and they sell it. But my preference is to create a membership area. So we're going to talk a little bit about how to do that in Canvas. We're just going to do a simple one in Canvas. But then I'm going to go in and manually create one in the website that we already created. And we're going to kind of backtrack and look at how to add manually a membership area with the website that already exists. So we're going to play a little bit in Canvas, then do the website that we actually already built and set it to deliver by membership area. And then we're going to talk about how we can do this and deliver maybe as a file from email, and even show you how you can add links to buttons to be able to let them click a button and download. Okay? Everybody on board with that? All right, let's dive in, you guys. Let's go. So I'm going to share my screen. And I'm going to go to, see where am I going to go? I'm going to go to Canvas. So let me go to my home page. And we're going to create a membership site in Canvas that serves the purpose of delivering the product through a protected membership area. So I'm just going to go into Canvas, which is right here. And I'm going to click enter. And we're just going to create a brand new canvas, just a completely different funnel so you can see me building it from the ground up. So I'm going to click add funnel, and we're going to call this deliver with member area. Oh, that's a great name for a funnel, deliver with member area. And we'll do the description the same way and click next. And I'm just going to do all, and then I'm going to do blank. And I'm going to do the empty theme so you can see everything I'm doing. And now I've got nothing in my funnel. So I'm going to go ahead and just click, and we're going to build a very simple funnel to deliver a product. So I'm just going to build a simple sales page. So go down here to sales, doink, and doink. And so simple sales page with a simple checkout. And let's just set it up so that if it's successful, I deliver the product in a membership area. Okay. So I'm going to go here to checkout and I'm going to click edit element. And if they make a successful purchase, I'm going to send them to a lovely thank you page. So let's see, thank you right there. And then from there, I'm going to actually put a link to a membership area. So I want you to think about this a minute. If I send them to a thank you page, that thank you page is not going to be in a protected area. It's going to be on a page that everybody can get to. But let me ask you, why wouldn't I put that thank you page into a membership area? Why would I not put that thank you page in a membership area? Can you think of why I wouldn't?
You don't want to give them access. They gotta. Oh, and you probably want to give them a little more information on the thank you page before they get to membership area.
Right. Plus, membership area has to be logged into, right?
Right.
So if we hit a thank you page, they may not be logged in logged in yet, especially if they're coming back to the site to be able to get into that membership area. So if they're not logged in, it's going to say access denied. So we need to have the thank you page. I also call this the member access page. The member access page needs to be outside of the membership area. So they're hitting a page that anybody can see, but then when they click the link to go into the membership area, they log in with their username and password and it lets them in.
So on the thank you page, you have another link that sends them to the login area. And now if they have a username, they log in. If they don't, uh-oh.
Yes, absolutely. Where it
So
becomes critical.
So we have to have 2 pages, or is that a pop-up?
No, I'll show you in just a second how we're going to get them in. So where it becomes critical to have that member access page outside of the membership area is when we talk about we have multiple products, like we did in our funnel. We had the ebook, the videos, the audio, the coaching, right? So on that one thank you page, we can give them access to all of their areas, but that thank you page has to be outside of a membership area to be able to do that. Okay, does that make sense? Plus, it also gives you the opportunity, like we talked about before, to have that additional training on the side, just a little sidebar, not training, additional ad on the side that says, oh, so you can't access the coaching? Here's your chance to buy it again. Okay, so it's not only a ease of setup, but it's also an additional opportunity to sell to them. All right, so we're going to use that opportunity to sell to them. All right, so let me go ahead and jump back in. And the reason I am saying all that, because I want you to see that on the bottom of these pages, we've got a red stripe. That means all of these pages are in the same layout. So all of these pages are in the same layout. That means that this is the default layout. Anybody can access any of these pages. But now we're going to create a page that's the first page in the membership area. And we're going to create a new layout that is protected. Okay, so that's the point of trying to tell you about this thank you page and where it needs to go. So I'm going to click plus, and I'm going to find a membership area page. Let me see if we have one named that. Membership page right there. So I'm going to click that. And so now I've got this membership page. And if you'll notice, it's got the red stripe. So right now, it's actually in this default layout. They're all in the same layout, but I need the membership area to be in a different layout so that I can protect it. So the only way we can get into it is if we have a username and password, okay? So to do that, I'm going to take a look at the page settings, and it says select layout right here. And right now there's only one layout, which is the default layout. So I'm just going to go ahead and add a layout. And in the title, I'm going to say membership area. And I'm going to choose blue because blue is my favorite color for the bar at the bottom. Do that blue, that's perfect. And then create. So if you look down here, I now have two layouts. I have a red layout and a blue layout. And right now, every single page is in the red layout. I want to put the blue page, or sorry, the membership area in the blue layout. So I'm just going to click these triple dots again, select layout, and I'm going to choose membership area. And now I've got two different layouts. This one's going to be a public layout that everybody can see. This one's going to be a restricted layout that only people with the username and password can get in. Okay? Let me look at your eyeballs and make sure you understand that. Got it? Gabriel.
Shelly,
Mhm.
I'm not gonna say, I cannot stop saying I love you, I love you, I love you, because this is exactly the project I'm working on right now, and that's exactly what I'm racking my brain with. However, great stuff. My membership area has multiple layouts, so then I just gotta keep clicking, ending up on a layout, another layout, and give it another color, correct?
Exactly. So I could literally add more pages, and I could make every single page go into a different layout. And
So
then
that means that now I got membership 1, membership 2. Is that what you mean by that, right?
yes,
So add
absolutely.
that page, that's another membership level, correct?
Absolutely. So for our trusty little funnel that we did yesterday that had the 4 products, actually we had 5 products, right? Because we had the lead magnet that they don't buy, and then we had the ebook, video, audio, coaching. I could put all 5 of those into 5 different membership areas. And the lead magnet they can get into if they confirm their email address. I can set that rule. And then the other 4 they can only get into if they buy that product. Okay, does that make sense?
Or because my membership area, yes, is by request 1 or 2. I have to have another confirmation. So that could be, that confirmation gives them access, correct? I can have that.
Well, if it's not through the system and the system doesn't confirm them through a checkout, then you can manually go in and confirm them.
I want to systemize it, automate it, so give them the option to, hey, after they complete that level, they have to say, I want to go next level. Make sense?
Yeah, it won't be automated. That part won't be automated because you've got only certain criteria that will allow you to release a membership area for them. One of the criteria is that they just sign up. If they just sign up, they don't even have to confirm their email, they can get in. Or you can set the criteria for if they confirm their email, they can get in.
Right. Confirm.
Or if they purchase from you, they can get in.
Okay.
Or if they're a member of Builderall, that's an active paid member, they can get in. So those are the 4 different ways that you can allow them to get access based on whatever criteria you choose. But any other automation to be able to get in is not available, so you'd have to go in and manually approve them.
So I'm talking between the different member levels, 5 different membership levels. So to go from level 1 to level 2, this is only manual?
Yeah.
So then I have to
unless they purchase level 2.
Unless they, so then I have to give them a way for them to request, I'm done with level 1, give me access. So then I have to manually go and do it, correct?
Right. If we have time, I'll show you that area that you can go in and manually approve them. Okay, so they get into level 1, they do whatever they're supposed to do, and you allow them to go to level 2. It's literally just jumping in and clicking a button to give them
access. Right, but it's if I'm not here, I'm outside walking.
Okay. You can just tell them when you submit, it may take 24 to 48 hours to get your access. Okay, that's okay.
Okay.
All right, any other questions? Tyree, go ahead.
I wanted to know if you can repeat those 4 different ways again for them to get in.
The first way is to just give them your email. If they give me their email, I'll let them in. They don't even have to confirm. That's like the worst way. Don't pick that one. The second way is they give their email and they confirm it. That's good for lead magnets, right? If you're giving away a lead magnet, don't let them in to get that lead magnet until they confirm. The third way is to make a purchase. If they purchase, that process of purchasing will release the membership area. And then the fourth way is if they're an active Builderall member, even if they're not on your team, if they're an active Builderall member, they'll get access.
Thank you.
You're very welcome. We'll actually go through that in the wizard in just a few minutes as well, okay? All right, any other questions before we keep moving on? All right, let's dive back in. All right, so what I've done is effectively set up a membership area where they go through and buy the product. So they go through the checkout, they're sent to the thank you page. On the thank you page, there's a button that says, congratulations, you just bought it. Now you get access. You click the button, you go into the membership area, and then they can download their digital product. So that is a very, very simple funnel, just a couple of pages and a membership area. But this is how you create your membership areas inside of Canvas and how you separate out the layouts to make sure that you've got each of your protected areas in a separate layout. That's probably the most important thing to remember, is that for each individual item that needs to be protected, it has to have its own layout. And then we have to go in and protect it. So if I click on those triple dots and I go to membership area, you can see that it's now protected by that blue area. If I click here on the blue area and I click the little edit button, here's the settings for it. It says title, color, and then I want you to notice this purple button. It says restricted. So right now, this is a great membership area, but anybody can get into it. It's not restricted yet. So I have to click the restricted button, and that lets me change how to access it. So how are they going to access? They can access by just setting up their email. We can give them a token, which token's another way. I won't go into that because it's a little bit advanced. Or we can do both. The most usual place that you're going to use is user. And then it says, how do they get in? How do they access the restricted area? They access it automatically, as in they gave their email. Do they go through manual or payment process? That's the one that we're going to look at today, is they have to make a payment. Or do they get in through the email marketing, where they have to submit their email and confirm to be able to get in? So what we'll do is we'll actually do, for the paid products, we're going to do the manual/payment, which means I can approve them manually, or they can go through the payment process to get approved. Okay. So I would choose one of those, and then I would click update, and now that area is actually restricted, and the only way you're going to get in is if I approve you or if you pay for it. That's the only way. So that's how to set up a restricted membership area for your funnel before you actually generate the site. Now, what happens if you have your site and you're like, you know what, I think I'm going to deliver my products in a membership area, and I need to make a membership area for my new site. So let's go into our site that we built already and start building our membership areas for the products that we have. And we'll set it up so that they are delivered inside of a membership area. So I'm going to go ahead and close Canvas, and we're going to go to the Pixel Perfect Builder and click Enter. So we're doing things a little bit backwards, but I want you to definitely see very, very detailed how we can set up these membership areas. So it's taken Pixel Perfect a minute or two to load. So you guys just kind of sing and dance and have a happy time while we're waiting for it to load. There we go. Almost. This one moment, please. That I think they're lying sometimes with one moment. All right, there's our digital product workshop, and I'm going to click edit. And we'll open it up and see what we got so far. And here's the important thing to remember is when we click this little page icon, I've got two layouts right now. Neither one of them are protected. It's the default layout that has all the pages that I've created so far. And then also my blueprint, which, if you remember, we've made a copy, a screenshot of our blueprint, and we put it in there so that now we can refer back to it anytime we want to remember how we built that funnel. Okay? So what I need to do is create layouts for each of the products that we're giving away or that we're selling. So I'm going to create a layout for the lead magnet. I'm going to create a layout for the ebook, for the videos, for the audio, and for the coaching. So let's go ahead and get started. The first thing I'm going to do is just click Add Layout. So I'm going to click that. And I'm just going to add a blank page. It's very easy. And so you guys can see exactly what we're doing. So there's my blank page. And for the layout name, I'm going to call the first one lead magnet. Okay. And then I'll click confirm. So now you see there's a third layout, lead magnet. Right now it's a public layout. Anybody can get to the pages that are inside of it. And there's only one page inside of it right now. Then I'm going to go to add layout again. And it keeps the settings I had. So it's the blank page. And I'm going to call this one ebook. And that's already in use. So let's see, ebook package product. There we go. And then I'll add another layout. And we'll do this, the video product. And then the audio product. And then the coaching product. Perfect. All right, so now I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 layouts, all 5 layouts that I need to be able to deliver my digital products. And the next thing I'm going to do, there's only one page in each of these layouts, and I'm going to go ahead and put some text on them so we can tell what page we're landing on. Okay, so on the lead magnet page, that's the one page that's in that layout. I'm going to click plus, go to text, drag that text in, and this is the lead magnet page. There we go. So that way, when we land on that page, we'll actually know that the lead magnet is what's going to be delivered on that page. And I'm going to click save because I've done quite a bit.
Shelley,
yes.
excuse me to interrupt you. The page, members area page or the members area level is 2 different things?
Yes. Let's take a look at that. This is the member area. And inside that member area, I can have as many pages as I want.
Okay.
Okay.
So that's the members area. Okay, I got you now.
Yeah. Let me look at your eyeball so you completely understand that. There may be times when you're delivering a course and you want different modules in that course. So in that member area, you'll have multiple pages that'll be able to deliver that course and those modules. Okay.
Good. So that's what I'm looking for.
Yeah,
right?
we're just doing the very simple stuff now, so you can kind of see it really.
So that in that level, how do you add up another page, or how do I put my second video in there?
Oh yeah. Let me. That's real easy. Let me show you. So here's the page, the one page that's in there. All I do is click add page.
Page, and that's my second video, correct?
Yep. Or if you design this first page and you really like the design, you're like, wow, I want to use that page to make every other page. Then all you have to do is click this little gear and go to duplicate. Great. And then just change some of the things that are on there. Change the video, change some of the text, whatever. But you can keep the design the same so that you just keep copying that page.
Shelley, I hope you put this thing up this afternoon, because otherwise I'm going to come with pizza and flowers tonight over there.
All righty. All right, so we have our lead magnet member area, the first page identified. So I'm going to go to my page icon again. We'll go to the ebook member area. So ebook member area. That's the one page that's in the ebook member area. And we're going to put text on there so we remember what that page is. So there we go. So ebook member area. We'll center it and we'll put it right up there. Fantastic. So now we've identified that page. Let's do the same thing to the video.
Shelley, we may have to teach you how to spell.
I know. I never have this many problems when I'm like typing myself. I go really fast, but I guess my brain just thinks too fast. So this was video.
Well, there's nothing wrong with you talking and typing at the same time. It doesn't never work. So
I know, right? Especially for me.
You know what you're doing. And then before, while you're doing this, to go from one page to the next, I gotta click a button or something.
What do you mean go from one page to the next?
Because they saw video 1 in that layout, and now I gotta go to video 2. How do they go to the next page?
That's going to have to be menus that you set up within each of the membership areas.
Oh, they just
So
click.
you'll set up menus. Yeah, that's a whole different beast. Menus are one of the most challenging things to do for any website. And I've got some pretty detailed training on how to handle menus for inside and outside of membership areas.
Good deal. No problem.
All right, so now we have each of our pages identified so that when we land on them, we know that we're landing on the right page or the wrong page, okay? So I'm gonna click save to make sure everything's saved. And now it's identified. So let's take a look at what we have. We have the page icon and all of our layouts. Inside of these layouts, we have pages that are all associated with the membership areas that we are offering for sale. So now what I have to do is I have to restrict each of these areas because right now they are all public. If the person has the link to them, they're going to be able to get in because there's no restrictions. So the next step is we have to restrict these areas to the rules that we want them to follow to be able to get in. So we'll start off with the lead magnet. Okay, we'll start off with that area first. So we're inside that area. I'm going to click my little arrow. And right here in the layout settings, these are the layout settings, I have a little icon at the top that looks like a padlock. I'm going to click that padlock, and that opens up a wizard to start protecting this area. So I'm going to call this the lead magnet lock. So and that's what I'm doing is locking this membership area. So I'm going to call it the lead magnet lock. And you can click to set the initial page. I'm going to show you how to do something a little bit different to make it easier on your user to get into the right area. So all I do is put the restricted name in there, and then I'm going to click next. And now I get to decide how do they get into this area? Can they get in using their email and a password, or are they going to use a token? We're going to say email and password. That's how we want them to get in. There is a way to use tokens, and you have to register the tokens and provide them manually to your users. So if you had just a very few number of users, you could give them a token, and they could use that token almost like a password to be able to get in. But for us, we're going to set it up so that they use an email and a password to get access to this membership area. So I'm going to click next.
Okay, Shelley, I have a question now. If I set up a membership site that I have different products on that I want them to pay monthly to access it, that would be different than this, right?
Nope, you could do it the same way because remember the monthly part is set up in the checkout process. It's not set up here. It's set up in the checkout process when they pay. So if you say release the restricted area if they pay, and you set up the checkout that they have to pay monthly, then they'll be set up to pay monthly, and as long as they pay, they'll get access to that member area. Make sense?
Yes, but I still restrict each product separately.
That's exactly right. Yep. All right. So the next step is to grant access. So these are the 4 ways that I was talking about just a few minutes ago and explained to Tyree. So let's talk about it again so you can see it in the actual wizard. The first one is to just automatically grant them access. That means they get in no matter what. So it's just like a public area. They don't have to do anything special. Okay. The next one is release the area once they confirm their email in Mailing Box. Okay. We like that one for lead magnets because we want to make sure they do not get that lead magnet until their email is confirmed. That's important. Okay. Because if they never confirm their email, but we give them the lead magnet, they got something and we didn't. And that's really not fair. So for the lead magnet, I'm going to set it up so that the only way they can get it is if they confirm their email address. And that's the one we're setting up right now is the lead magnet restricted area. The third way is manual/payment. That means you either approve them manually by clicking to give them access when you go into the settings, or they get access because they went through a payment process. That's the one we're going to use for the rest of the 4 items. Okay. And then the last one is grant access automatically for active Builderall partners. All that means is the email that they use to register, if that's an active, valid email in Builderall, then they get access to this area. So you would use that if you were producing something that you wanted your Builderall people to have access to. So we also have another box down here. It popped up when I clicked release when they confirm their email. So we get a choice of how long do they get it? Do we release it forever, or do we release it for only a specific amount of time, 1 day all the way up to 2 years? I'm going to just release it forever. They get it forever as long as they have their email and their password. Okay, so I'm going to click save. And now I have the option, if I want to integrate Mailing Boss. So if they go through this process and they get access to this restricted area, do I want to send them to a specific Mailing Boss list? And for me, I've already captured their email in an opt-in form, so I don't need to capture it again. So I'm not going to set it to go to any list at all, and I'm going to click save. And then I'm going to click close. And now this membership area is ready to go. It has been restricted, and you can see that padlock has an X on it now. What that X means is they are not getting in unless they follow the rules that you set up. And let me stop sharing a minute. I want to look at your eyeballs. What rules did we set up for that restricted area? Do you remember? What are the rules to get in to get that lead magnet? What do they have to do?
Confirm email.
That's it. That's all they got to do. They got to give us their email in that opt-in form and then confirm it, and they'll be able to use that email and password they set up to get in.
Now, Shelly, sorry to interrupt you.
Okay.
My first level, it's a confirm email, free access. My next 4 levels, I want them to request it. That first level is not going to give them access to my next 4, correct? I got to set each level up, correct?
Yes, you have. Well, we'll go through that in here. You're going to see me do that exact thing here. Okay. So make sure to watch really closely how I set each item up. Okay.
Yeah, because so far I'm on the right track. I'm with you exactly what I'm doing so far. But now next 4 levels, they're not going to purchase. They have to purchase only in my last level. The next 4 levels they have to request, because you said I cannot automate that, so I have to manually set it. So that's my. I don't want to give him. I give him access to this free, but I don't want to give him access to this at the same time. They have to go through the process.
Yep, we're going to set different rules for every one of the products. Okay. All right. Any other questions before we keep going? All right. So I'm going to throw a wrench into the system that might confuse you a little bit. So I want you guys to stick with me real close. Okay. Because this is one that probably confuses everybody. And that is that we have now set up for the website to collect information because of that restricted area that we set up. On our opt-in page, we have an opt-in form that goes to Mailing Boss, but it's not set up to collect the information for the website. It's 2 different things. So we're going to have to switch up our opt-in form a little bit to use a different opt-in form. All right. So I'm going to walk you through how we're going to do that, because it's a little bit different. When you do an opt-in form, an email marketing form, it's sending the information to Mailing Boss, but it's not keeping it on the website. So we're going to use a register button instead of the opt-in form to get them to register. Everybody with me? Kind of, sort of. Go ahead, Edison.
Yeah, okay. I just have a question before you move on to that point.
Mm-hmm.
And it relates to the oh gosh, what is it? The web page. Is there a set criteria for determining whether or not you would use more than one layout as opposed to just building inside of one layout?
Yeah, the criteria is that, do you want them to get access to all of those things? If you do, put it in one layout. If you want them to get access to each one individually based on, they got to purchase them individually to get to them, and they may purchase one item but not the other items, then they need to go into different layouts.
Okay, and is this specific to membership area, or is that applicable in other areas outside of a membership area?
Well, it's really a restricted area. These are all pertaining to restricted areas, and I actually tend to use restricted areas synchronously with membership area.
Okay.
Shelley,
All right.
I hate to say it, but what the detail you're giving us really helps us with building a membership site as opposed to what James did, because he just kind of went through it, but he didn't get into detail, and it was like if he wasn't getting any detail, then you really didn't know what questions to ask.
That's okay. It doesn't mean that he's a bad teacher.
No, it just
It
means he
means that
teaches
he's really
differently.
good. Yeah, he's really good at the steps that you need to do, but Shelley's maybe good at digging deeper, right? So let's keep digging deeper, and we'll dig deeper to make sure you really understand this, okay? So let's go ahead and share again. And let's talk about this idea of an opt-in form that goes to Mailing Boss versus keeping the information on the website itself. Okay, that's important. So I'm going to jump back to my first page, the very first page that I've got my opt-in form on. And this opt-in form is going to send the information to Mailing Boss, but it won't allow me to log in with a username and password to get into a specific membership area. So what I need to do is actually just change it a little bit, not a lot, change it a little bit so that I can collect the information for the website so that I can start restricting those areas and everything's here on the website to be able to see that information and either give them access or not give them access. So all I'm going to do, guys, is I'm going to right click this and hide it so you can't see it anymore. And I'm just going to put some text on here to remind us this is the opt-in page because I didn't do that before. So opt-in page. And now what we're going to do is something tricky. We're going to go to plus, and then we're going to go to buttons. And on buttons, we've got these lovely buttons called login buttons. So I'm going to click on that. And here's my 4 types. I've got login dash register, and then a lighter version of login dash register. And then I've got a login button and a register button. I'm going to use the register button because that's what I want them to do. So I'm going to click on that. And it's really hokey the way it looks, right? It's terrible. So you have the ability to change that up so that you can make it say anything you want to, look any way you want to. You can set it up to do all of that. And then I'm going to right click it and I'm going to go to theme, and I can choose the theme that it has. So that's the theme right there. There's other themes to make it look really cool, right? So you can have that theme and that theme. Let's do that one. That one looks really good. So I'm going to click confirm. So when they click the sign up button or the sign up now or get your lead magnet now or whatever this button says, that register window will pop up and they can actually register on the site to be able to get access to that lead magnet. So I'm going to right click it again and I'm going to go to text, and we can change it to get your lead magnet now. Fabulous. And click confirm. There we go. And right click it again. And let's see, action after register. So what happens now is, where do I want them to go after they register to become to join my website and get their lead magnet? So remember, we want them to go to that email confirmation page, right? But with the signing up on their registration for the website, it doesn't quite work the same way to be able to do the pending subscribe and then the subscribe confirm. So for this one, I'm going to bypass the email confirmation page and send them straight to the sales page. And they're going to have to get instructions on my sales page to remember to confirm their email. So let me explain that to you because it's a little bit different than the email confirmation form, the email marketing form, okay? Email marketing form, you have the option with the double opt-in to create that pending subscribe page, and they hit that page and you've got all the time in the world to explain to them that they need to confirm their email. when you set up that register button, it doesn't quite work the same. And you want to make sure that after they register, they go straight to your sales page. So one way that you can condition them to remember to confirm their email is to either have instructions on that sales page that say, hey, congratulations, your lead magnet will be on the way as soon as you confirm your email. So you can have those instructions on there. Or you can set up a pop-up that pops up to tell them, don't forget to confirm your email so that we can get you your lead magnet or get you your little report. Okay, so there's a difference between the email marketing form and the register button that actually registers them right on your website. Okay, everybody got that? Yeah, there's some of you that are looking really confused at me. You just have to go through and practice and practice and practice. Okay, so go through this part of it to make sure you really understand the difference between using an opt-in form, that's the email marketing form, which connects to Mailing Boss, versus the register button that registers that person right on the website. Okay, James, I think you had a question, and then I'll get to Gabriel.
It was not a question, it was a way to make it like a flow. It's after they register, you say your gift is on the way by email. It will arrive in 5 minutes. In the meantime, just look at this offer below the page. So they stay on the page, they know that it will come to their email. It's more
right.
natural.
And instead of saying it's on the way, just make sure to say, be sure to confirm your email. Because remember, we're setting up the lead magnet access so that they have to have a confirmed email. So you want to make sure to put instructions in there that tell them somehow, either on a pop-up or in the beginning of that sales page, that says, you're halfway there. All you got to do is confirm your email, and you'll be able to get your beautiful report that we promised you. And by the way, here's another item that you might be interested in. Okay? Got
yes,
it?
but in fact, in the email that they will check, they will see only a confirmation. So that's the way to get the gift. You don't need to say confirm your email. Check your email to get the gift, and with this process, they will confirm.
True. That's true too. You can actually do it that way as well. Yep. Lots of ways to do that, right? So it's just a matter of playing and playing and playing with it and see which way works out the best. So let's go ahead and jump in again. I'm sorry. I had another question. I think it was Gabriel. Sorry, Gabriel.
Yeah. So basically, just to understand this, people come to Optin, they get on my list, they get the email with the confirmation, right? I'm sorry, they get to the thank you page first. We tell them, go to my email. They get the link. Once they get here, don't we send them to the next page here, and then we tell them to register here?
No, we're doing it a little bit differently. In this way that I'm showing you, using this register button, they're registering already on the website.
I mean, they opt in, they go to thank you page so far, correct? They got on my list.
Mm-hmm.
I gotta send them to the email to confirm confirm the opt-in, correct?
Right.
So far, where is the register? Here or here?
Right here on the opt-in.
They register right here?
Yeah, that's where they're registering. Yep.
I mean, I thought that this is my opt-in page. They come, they see the video, and I tell them, hey, come on in, blah, blah, blah. So I gotta collect the email first.
Right. We are registering them on the website, and I'm going to show you how to get it to Mailing Boss so we can see that they've confirmed and give them their lead magnet.
Right. I'm trying to comprehend this, and I understand that part of what you just said so far, automation, and what the other gentleman just said before I shared.
Yep. Hang with me. I promise it's going to get better.
All right.
You'll watch me go all the way through the process, and hopefully that'll clear it out. Okay. It's okay. All of this is confusing until you actually do it a few times. I promise. All right. Let's go ahead and share again. And so I'm going to make the action after register, meaning after they fill out the registration information, I want them to go to the first sales page. So I'm going to click action after register. I want them to go to a page, and that page will be the ebook. Okay, and then click OK. So we've got that button, got it set up. I'm going to click save and then save again. And now what I'm going to do is go back to my registration, or sorry, my restricted area, the lead magnet area, and I'm going to click that little arrow. And there's my restricted area right there. I'm going to click on those settings, and I'm going to go forward until I get to the mailing boss stuff. Because remember, when I have them register, okay, it's registering the information right on the website. So right now, I don't even have them in Mailing Boss. So what I'm going to end up doing is making sure that they are confirmed in Mailing Boss. So I have to figure out which email list am I sending them to get them confirmed. So I'm going to make sure that I pick out a list. So we'll just say Tuesday night training, and then save. And it's saved. So now I've got them registered on the website, and I've got the information for Mailing Boss to be able to confirm that they're actually registered. Okay, so everybody got that okay? Yes? No? Maybe?
I can
Yes.
sit here and listen to you and watch what you do, but until I do it, I
Yeah,
haven't
and then
learned.
it's like, I don't even know. Yeah,
Well, that's just how I learned.
yeah, I totally get it. It's okay. So we've got
So-
that membership area ready to go.
Where's the information? Because you said I got it on register on the website, and I also got the information for Mailing Boss. Where's the one for Mailing Boss so far?
Yeah, it's actually going in there from our opt-in. Remember the registration button?
Right.
Yeah, so we're capturing it on the website, and then when they go through and opt in, they're opting in for the lead magnet, so it's going to Mailing Boss. Does that make sense? Maybe.
Yes, you use the restricted button for them, not a restricted, a registration button for them for Mailing Boss, but then you had an opt-in button for them to opt in on your site.
Mm-hmm. Let's go all the way through that, and we'll test it, and we'll see how it does. Okay?
Yeah.
Got it? Are you ready? Okay. So let's go ahead and, am I sharing this? So let's go ahead and now restrict the other areas to exactly what we want them to be. So I'm going to go ahead and click this page and go to the ebook, and I'm going to go to this little arrow, and there's my padlock. So I'm going to click that to start the wizard. And this one is the ebook area, so I'm going to type ebook lock. So that just reminds me that this is the settings that I made to lock down this membership area. And then I'm going to click next, and I'm going to allow them to use an email and password. So next. And then for this one, the way I'm going to grant access is the manual/payment. So they have to go through a payment process to be able to get in. That's the only way they're going to be able to get in. And then I'll click next. And I can send them to a different list if I want to in Mailing Boss, or I can just skip this because I've already got them on a list in Mailing Boss. I'm going to skip it just to make it easier for us right now. And then the last step of this, it says, do you want this restricted area wizard to create a page for you, create the checkout for you, or do nothing? I've created everything for myself, so I'm going to do nothing, and then click save. And then close again. So now that area is protected. So I'm going to go to the next layout, which is videos. Click that little arrow and click the wizard. And I'm going to start this again. So this one is the videos. So video lock. Next. They're going to get in by email and password. Next. I'm going to do manual/payment. Next. I'm going to not add to another Mailing Boss list. I've already got them in there. I'm perfectly okay. Now, if you want to do different email lists for different products that they buy, you can. But for us, we're just going to keep it simple. So I'll go next. And then out of these things that we can have the system do, I'm just going to say do nothing because I've already created my checkouts, already created my pages. So I'm going to click save and then close. So now that one's done. So I'm going to go back to the layouts again. Go to audio and click the little arrow, go to the padlock, and do the same thing that we did. So audio lock, and then next, and then access by email and password, next, manual/payment, next, no email list, I've already got them on a list, next, and then do nothing because I've already created the pages, and save. and then close. And now we've got one more, which is the coaching area. So I'll click the arrow for that, go into the padlock, and this is the coaching lock. So I'll say coaching lock, and then next, and username and password, or sorry, email and password, next, manual/payment, next, and then I'm going to not add them to a different email list, next, and then do nothing because I've already done everything, including making the pages and the checkouts and the links and everything. So next, and then save and close. All right, so now every one of my areas has a protected layout. So I've got the ebook protected layout, I've got the videos, the audios, and the coaching, and I also did one for the lead magnet to make sure that they have indeed verified and confirmed their email before they can get access to it. Okay, so so far so good, yay. So let's go ahead and go back. I'm going to click save and then save again. And now we have to think about that thank you page that we put together. Let's go to that page. So default layout and thank you page. And this is the page that we're going to be giving them access to the membership areas, right? So we're going to end up creating buttons to each membership area so that when they land on this thank you page after they're all done, they can click the buttons and get access to that item. And if they didn't buy it, it'll say access denied. If they did buy it, it'll let them in. Okay, everybody's with me so far? Okay, and now you can see why we need this thank you page outside of any of the membership areas, right? Because what if we put it in the ebook membership area, but they didn't buy that? Well, then they're not going to be able to get access to anything because they can't get into that member area. Or what if they got the lead magnet, but they didn't confirm their email? They're not going to get in, so they can't get to any of the areas. Okay, so this is the best way, is create a thank you / member access page that has buttons to all of the member areas so they can click to be able to get in. David, go ahead.
In what you do you keep one list or multiple lists and use tags rather than lists?
I like one list with tags. And that's an advanced thing to do. I do have some training on how to do that, but I do like one list with tags. And there's ways to create a list. And then when they hit that list, they get tagged, but then they're immediately moved over to the main list. That's another technique I use. So at any point, I can delete the people that are on the dummy list because it doesn't mean anything, because they end up getting tagged and then moved over to the main list. So there's many ways to do it, and we're developing even more ways to do the tags. So definitely take some of those advanced trainings when you're ready to be able to learn how to tag people when they're coming in. Okay. All right. So everybody with me so far? Gabriel.
Yeah, so on that thank you page, what do you have? You have 5 members area. They have 5 buttons to click on each one, where because I bought whatever audio book, whatever, I click on that. I'm sorry, whatever button I click to log in, because I bought audio book, it'll get me to the audio book area.
That's right.
5 buttons.
That's it. Yep.
You have to have 5 buttons?
That's
5?
it.
Okay.
Yep. So we're going to create those 5 buttons. Are you ready?
Yep.
Let's do it. So I'm going to go ahead and grab this, and all I'm going to do is copy, paste. See, 1, 2, 3, 4, and we got 1 extra that we don't need. All right, so there's our buttons. Yay us. Straighten them out a little bit. They look a little messy. There we go. And let's go ahead and start getting them ready. So I'm going to right click this one, go to text, and I'm going to call this lead magnet. Yummy. And then I'll right click this one, go to text, and I'm going to call this ebook. And right click this one, go to text, and I'm going to call this video. And right click this one, go to text, and I'm going to call it audio. And right click this one, go to text, and we'll call this one coaching. and confirm. All right, so now we have all our buttons. The next thing is to get it to the going to the right place. So for the lead magnet, I need to send it to the first page that is in the lead magnet restricted area. So I don't think I named them very well. So let me see, action, page, and I think all of them are listed as home 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's go in and change the names of those pages so we know exactly what they are. So I'm going to go into here, go into my lead magnet layout, go to my page. Right now that's called home 2. It's a terrible name for it. So I'm going to call it lead magnet page. And we'll name it here, lead magnet. Oops, no spaces. There we go. And then lead magnet page and save. So now that one's named correctly. And we'll go to the ebook and we'll go into that page. There's the page. And we're going to name it correctly. So ebook page, ebook page, and ebook page. Fabulous. And then we'll go back in the video. We're going to name that one correctly. So we go to a video page. I'm going to spell it right. Davida, you need to keep count of how many times I misspell these things. Then you can tell me if I'm having a good day or a bad day. All right, audio. So we'll change that one. Audio page. And audio page. And audio. There's another one. The audio page. Okay. And save. And then back. And then we'll do coaching page. Yay. Coaching page. And coaching page. And coaching page. And save. All right, so now I think we've named everything. So I'll click save and then save again. And now it's going to be way easier to set up these buttons because our pages are named correctly. So I'm going to go back to my default layout and find my thank you page, which is right there. And now we can start adding the links to our buttons. So I'm going to right click lead magnet, go to action, and then go to page. And I'm going to find my lead magnet page. So there it is right there. And then click OK. And then for ebook, I'm going to go to action and page, and I'm going to find my ebook page. And then OK. And then for video, I go to action, and I'm going to go to page, and I'm going to find my video page. There we go. And then for audio, I go to action and page, and find my audio page. And I've got one more. I've got coaching. And I'll go to action and page, and I'm going to find my coaching page, and then OK. So now all of my buttons have links. They're not pretty. I could do a lot of work to make them pretty, but we're hoping that they're going to be absolutely and completely functional. Okay? All right, so now let's talk about the steps that we're going to go through with this funnel. And to do that, I'm going to go back to my pages right here. So I'm going to go into my pages. What's going to happen is I'm going to go into the opt-in page, and I'm going to click register. When I register, it's going to register that email, and then it's going to send me straight to the ebook sales page. When I go to the ebook sales page, it's going to trigger all the rest of things that happen with the funnel, just like it did before we made the changes that we made today. The only change it's going to see after that is when it gets to the thank you page. The thank you page is going to have these links on it, and the links will work based on if they purchased the item that they're trying to get access to. So if they purchase the lead magnet, they'll get access to the lead magnet. If they purchase the ebook, they'll get access to the ebook. There's only one more step that we need to do to make sure all of this works, and that is the checkout. Because right now the checkouts are just plain old checkouts. Right? We didn't set them up to release any restricted areas. Is that correct? Gabriel?
Yeah, so question. If they lead magnet, let's say it's free, and then they got the video and the ebook, do they have to log in for each one, click on ebook, log in to go to the ebook, or they can click on video and they got into that area, lead magnet, ebook, and video.
No, if they didn't buy the video, it'll give them a message that says access denied.
Video. They bought the ebook and video, but they click on video, they log in. Can they see when they log here, video, ebook, and lead magnet, or they have to go back, click on ebook to go to the ebook? Make sense what I'm saying?
They will have to go back, but there's another way you can do that, which is put menus inside of each of your restricted areas. So you can put a menu in to say, go to the ebook, and if they didn't buy it, they'll get access denied. So it's all a matter of you using menus all the way through your website.
Give them the menus and go that route. Okay, I got it.
Yeah, menus are going to make navigation a lot easier, but menus are such a big thing to tackle when you're building a website that we would be here for about another 3 hours. Really, truly. Okay. So definitely watch some of my advanced training on menus and navigation. Okay. So let's go ahead and jump into checkout, because the checkout is the defining factor on whether they get in. Right? We've set it up so that there ain't no way they're going to get into the ebook, the video, audio, or coaching. Ain't no way unless they buy it. So we have to set up the checkout to do that. So Davida, you want to watch this one real close, because I think this is closely related to the question you were asking me a few minutes ago. So let's go ahead and jump in, and we'll go to that magical super checkout. So I'm going to click that and go to super checkout. And now all I'm going to do is go to where my products are at, and I'm going to start editing them to release the membership area for that product. So here's my first product. I'm going to click edit. And this product is the coaching program. So I'm going to want to release the restricted area for the coaching. So I'm going to click restricted area. And here's all my restricted areas. So I can click coaching. Now I want you to notice that they're all listed. So I could actually, if they bought coaching, I could release all of the areas if I wanted to, and not just the coaching area. Let me look at your eyeballs to make sure you get this. This is a huge concept, because what happens if you're building a membership area and you've got a silver, a gold, and a platinum? Okay, so there's a silver membership area, a gold membership area, and a platinum membership area. If they buy the silver, they just get the silver. If they buy the gold, they get the gold and the silver. So now you can see how I can do that. I can go into the checkout under the product and check gold and silver, right? And that'll release both of those areas to them. If they buy the platinum, then I can check silver, gold, and platinum. Make sense?
You know, you can even add a fifth level where it's private coaching.
Yep, absolutely. We're going to talk about that in just a few minutes. Okay. All right. So let me continue going on. We've now checkmarked coaching, and I'm going to click save. And now what that means is when they buy the coaching product, they'll get the restricted area released to them if they try to get in. So we're doing good. So now I'm going to do edit on the next one. And I'm going to go to restricted area. And oops, let me look at the product. This is the audios. So on the restricted area, I'm going to release the audio area and then click save. And now I'm going to go back to my products again and do the next one, edit. And this is the videos. So I'm going to go to restricted area and release the videos and click save. And then the last one I'm going to edit. And this one's the ebook. So go to restricted areas and I'm going to do ebook and then save. So why didn't I have the lead magnet in there? Why wasn't the lead magnet set up so I could release it?
It's free.
It is free, but that's not why it's not in there. How did we say we were going to release that way?
Well, didn't they already have the lead magnet when they signed up for registered?
Yep, I think you're hitting on it, but I don't think you're quite actually
Email confirmation.
Email confirmation. That's exactly it. Remember that we set it up a different way, right? We said in the restricted area settings that that was going to be released if they confirmed their email. In these 4 items in the restricted area, we said it's released when they pay. So it's a different release style or release method. Okay, so that's why you don't see that one in there. Make sense? Okay, so now we've got that set up. So now let's talk about how everything's going to happen in this funnel and make sure that it is going exactly the way it's supposed to. And I'm going to edit to make sure it got this saved. So it did. So fabulous. So let me go back to my website and back to the very beginning to take a look at everything and make sure that I completely understand what's going to be happening with my funnel. So here I am in the opt-in page, which is now the register page. We changed it a little bit. When they register, that's going to put their information on my website so that I can have it a little bit easier to be able to release those membership areas. And then they're going to be sent immediately to the ebook page to purchase the ebook. When they purchase the ebook, the checkout process is going to release that membership area, and then it's also going to send them to the video page. When they purchase the videos, it's going to release that membership area, and it will send them to the audio, or it will send them to the coaching page. If they purchase the coaching, it will release that area, and it will send them to the thank you page. If they do not buy the videos, nothing's released because they click no thank you. They don't go through checkout, and they're sent to audio. If they do buy the audio, that will release that membership area. If they say no thank you, they're just going to go straight to the thank you page. Everything they bought will be indicated here when they click the button. They'll either get access if they bought it, or they'll be denied if they didn't buy it. Okay, does that make sense, you guys? Yeah, you ready to test it out? You think we got it? Oh my gosh, this is always the scary part, right? Where it's like, are we gonna get access or not? Maybe
we're getting
so.
access. We're getting access because you did it right.
Well, let's test it out first. I mean, there's always that chance that Shelly missed the checkbox or missed something, or who knows. So hang on just a second.
You misspelled it. That's why we're not going to get
out. I misspelled it. So let me see if I can get you guys in here. Hang on just a second. Oh my gosh. I lost you guys. Give me just a second. All right. Oh my gosh. All right, we're saving. Hang on. I mean, we're sharing. Hang on. My computer is wigging out on me. Okay, I think we got it. So let's go ahead and take a look at whether this bad boy works. So I'm going to click save and save again, because save is my friend. And then we're going to go to the live version. So let's check it out. Oh, and I just made money. There we go. So there's my website right there. Remember, we published it already. So all I have to do is click on this little blue link and I can go straight to the active website. So I'm going to click on that blue link.
Shelly, that cha-ching was from me. I already purchased the product, so it works.
Oh, okay. Okay. So I'm going to refresh to make sure I got everything fresh and brand new. And now I've got that little button. Remember, we can make this a lot prettier. This is not about making it pretty. It's about making it functional. So let's see what happens when we go to register. I'm going to click our register. Oh, and there's our register thing. Isn't that cool? So I'm going to go ahead and put my name in there. And we'll put, you know, I need to go into that. No, I'll do. Well, let me go into that mailing boss thing and take out my name, because I might be registered on that list already. So let me take out Shelly@builderallviva.com. So that's where is the email thing. There we go. I don't even remember what list I chose. Yes, I did. Tuesday night training. All right, so let's go into the lists. And I'm just deleting my name so that it doesn't give me an error that I'm already subscribed. So there's me right there. And see my tags. That's so cool. You guys go through that tag training. It's really cool. So I'm going to delete this person. So that person, oh, let me delete this one too. Delete. And we'll just delete Tony too, just in case. There we go. All right, so nobody's in that list now, the Tuesday night training. So I'm going to go to the live site, and there's Shelly@builderallviva.com. I'm going to do a secret and a secret. There we go. And now I'm registering and creating an account right on this website, which is fabulous. All right, so there we go. So now it sends me to the ebook sales page, which is absolutely fabulous. And I'm going to go ahead and buy that ebook. So we'll go ahead and go through the purchase process. And for this one, I'm going to refresh you guys because it may have cached the old page. So I'm just refreshing to get the most recent version of the page. And then I'm going to go ahead and click to buy. So click. There's my checkout, the whole 5 cents. That's quite the deal. So I'm going to click continue. And I have to put my information in there. So Shelly, and then Shelly at builderalldiva.com. And I don't need to put my phone number in there. There's my password. And since I registered already, it already has my name and my password. So it's allowing me to put it in again for the purchase. So a secret and a secret. Very good. So now I'm going to go ahead and click continue and PayPal. And I have to use my other account. There we go. I think that's the right one. So we'll click log in. And 5 whole cents. I'm going to pay with the balance and pay now. So now I get the purchase of the ebook out of the way. And now it should send me to the videos. There we go. And I'm going to not purchase the videos. So I'm going to click no, thank you. And I think this time I will purchase the audios just to be different. So I'm going to click to purchase. And there it is for 5 cents. So I'm going to click continue. And it asked me to put my information in again. So Shelly. And Shelly at Builderall Diva. And there's my password, a secret. And then I'll click continue. And then I'll use PayPal again. And it's already set up with the PayPal account that I chose just a few minutes ago. So all I have to do is just confirm, pay now. And we'll keep going through, yay. And now that I bought the audio, I should be sent to the coaching, I believe. There we go. And I'm going to say, no, the coaching is a little bit too expensive. I'm going to say, no, thank you. All right, so here's what I've done so far. I've signed up for the lead magnet. I bought the ebook. I didn't buy the video. I bought the audios, and I didn't buy the coaching. So I should get access to the first one, the second one, and the fourth one, right? Is that right, you guys? I don't even remember what I bought. Let's test it out and see. So lead magnet. Oh, there it is. And you know what? I didn't confirm my email, so there's something in the system that's weird. And then ebook. So I'm going to click that. Oh, there's the ebook member area. So I got that one. And now video. So if I click video, I didn't buy it, so I shouldn't get in. Oh, access denied. And then audio. Oh, there it is. Got that one. And now the last one is coaching. And let's see if that one lets us in. Access denied. So only wacky one was actually the lead magnet one. So I'd have to just kind of go back and see where I set that up and where I messed up. So, but you can see with all the purchased items that they did exactly like they were supposed to. They ain't getting in until they purchase. So this is a great area right beside these buttons to say something like, I didn't buy the videos. So say something like, oh, you didn't buy the videos? Click here and you can buy them for an extra fee, of course. And the coaching, oh, you didn't buy the coaching. Well, let's give you this way more expensive fee because you didn't buy it the first time. So this is where you would put ads for them to be able to buy the things that they didn't buy the first time around. Okay, everybody understand that so far? Yeah?
Yep, understand it. And I remember my experience for not buying it the first time.
There you go. So we're conditioning our people going through our funnels. Like, man, Tyree doesn't play no games. If you don't buy it the first time, it's going to cost money. Gabriel, go ahead.
Yeah, I remember half an hour ago when you said we register and on the website, but they have to be connected to Mailing Boss. I think we missed that step. Is that correct? That's why.
Yeah, I think so. I think so. I think there's just I missed something as far as that. So let me, as I'm covering something else I want to show you, I may revisit that. Okay, so give me a few minutes to think through it to see what I need to do to recover that to teach you the right way, and then we'll revisit. King George?
Is your list a single opt-in or double?
No, that one's a double. I'm sure that one's a double. But it could be a
Because
single.
single
We'll check
wouldn't
it.
require the confirmation.
That's true. That's a good one to check. So we'll definitely check that one. Okay.
I do have a.
Go ahead, Tyree.
If you
Go ahead.
took yourself out of that mailing boss, would that affect you being? Would it affect that lead magnet process?
It might. It might. So let me ponder all of that and then think of the best way to take you guys in to try not to further confuse you.
This is so exciting. I've always wanted to know how to do this. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
I know, right? It is really exciting. So let's go ahead and talk about some other ways to deliver. And sorry about my doggies. I'm not entirely sure why they're barking. But you can actually deliver by email as well. So once they confirm to your email list, instead of delivering in a membership area, you can choose to deliver via email. So they confirmed in your email list. The first email that officially goes out after they confirm can be a link to that product. So let's take a look at how we can find the link so that we can actually give them a link in that first email that they can use to download the product. So it's actually really fun to do this. I'm going to show you how to use Builderall to do this. So let me go to share my screen. And all I'm going to do is, I think my internet is a little unstable, so you guys hang with me as I'm going through this. But I'm just going to go back to my builder, wherever it's at. Let's see, all these pages. Close some of these pages here. There we go. Here's my builder. And I'm going to create a dummy page. It's a page that is in the default layout. And it's just a page that nobody knows about. It's secret. It's not connected to anything. It's just a blank page. We're going to call it dummy page. D-U-M-M-Y. Dummy page. Doesn't mean anything except something a little bit to us. So it's a blank page. And I'm going to put a button on here. So I'm going to go to plus. And I'm going to go to button. And I'm just going to drop in this button right here because it's a pretty cool looking button. And then I'm going to right click it and I'm going to go to action. And on this button, I'm going to put the digital product that I'm giving them, the lead magnet. Okay. So I'm going to click document and then I'm going to click on the file that I want to add to this button. So I'm doing a file search. And I can upload the file from my computer and then click on it to be able to give it away. So right here, I've got a lead magnet. I'm going to click this one and I'm going to click confirm. So I've got my lead magnet attached to the button and I'm going to click OK. All right. So now I'm going to click save and then save again. And now all I have to do is actually access this live page, this dummy page, and access this button. And oh, I think somebody's got their, hold on just a second. There we go. I think I got it. I think everybody's muted now. Sorry about that, you guys. But now all I have to do is access this live page and right click and get the link off of this button. And I can use that link inside of a email and it will work just as if they had gone to the page and clicked the button. So it's a really fast way to set up a link for them to be able to access the product. So let's go to the live site. So I'm going to go to Pixel Perfect Builder and click to go to the live site because I closed all my live site windows already. Hang on just a second. There we go. It's opening ever so slowly. I'm working my computer too hard, I think. So I'm going to click on the link to go to the live site. And then all I'm going to do is at the end, I'm going to click slash and then dummy. And there's my page that I just created. And I can right click and I can go to right click. Well, I guess I can do this. Click on it. And oh, well, we used to be able to do that. Save as. Save as. Well, I guess we can't do that anymore, you guys. I'm like totally lying to you. So you used to be able to do that, but you can't anymore. You used to be able to right-click the button and go to copy link address. And when you copied that link address, it would actually allow you to put that into an email. So you can't do that anymore. So you'd have to actually upload that document somewhere else and get a link to it. So a really good place to do that is actually Cloudflare. If you don't use Cloudflare already, definitely sign up for Cloudflare, because that's going to allow you to be able to deliver documents like this without giving them access to a membership area. That you don't have to do that anymore. So instead of setting up 5 different membership areas, you can set up just 4 and then deliver the product once they confirm their email by a link instead of setting up a member area. Elisa?
Shelly, I believe that there, when you choose the action of the button, instead of put a page, a web address, you can put a document there. So you just put your link, the document there, and then when the person.
Oh, that's right. We do have that now. We do have that now in email, don't we? Yeah, we do have that. That's one of the new things. Yes.
Maybe easier.
Yes. And honestly, when we talk about delivering this free product, I think it's way easier, way better, way faster to actually deliver it through the confirmed email in an email sequence, right? So instead of delivering through a membership area, you can deliver through that email sequence once they confirm. And then it automatically goes out. It's linked inside the email. So let's take a look at that, because Elisa, I totally forgot that we have that new capability now. So thank you for reminding me. So let's take a look at email.
We'll just erase the last 5 minutes, correct?
No, because I want you, it's not a bad thing to know how to right click and do copy and link address. That's actually an important thing to know, because there's other places on the internet that you can right click things and do copy link address. And that way, if you want to give somebody something, you can use that feature to give them that without having to download it, send it to them, blah, blah, blah. You can just give them the link address. So it's not a bad thing to know how to do. It's just the wrong directions for this case. So let's go into email and we'll look at the new email. So here's Mailing Boss, and I'm just going to open any old email. So I'll go to email sequence, and we'll go to, let's see, here's a great email right here, a welcome email. So I'm going to go ahead and go to update so we can edit the email, and I'll go to save and next. And here's where you start editing the email, okay? So if I want to add a document for them to download, all I have to do is actually say download. Oh my gosh, now Davita has jinxed me. So download here. So I'm going to highlight it, and then I'm going to go to that link. And it's not giving me that capability. So let me see. Let me see if I can find button. Here's a button. So we'll add a button in here and see if that helps. So here's a button. I'm going to click on the button, and it's still a link. So I was seeing on the email that we could actually do like we could do in our website, but now I'm not seeing it. So Elisa, am I just like having a stroke, or am I missing something?
Are you sure you have the copy in your cache?
No, it's I was thinking that Elisa was right, where we could actually now just highlight text and go in here to link, and then it gave us the same thing where we could link to a website, a page, a this, a that, and the other. I'm a little bit lost, actually.
What I normally do is put a button on the email to saying download here, and then I bring people to my website again. And then in my website, I have another button that they click, and then they can just save the archive in there.
Good. Yeah, you can do it that way too. Let's look at Cloudinary real fast. And if I can get in real fast, I'll show you how I can do it in Cloudinary too, and do it right in the email. So let me log in and sign in. And let's see if we can upload a document or find one that's uploaded. Dun, 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 dun. See, I don't think I have any documents. So let me try to remember how to upload. I don't remember, but we'll pretend like one of these is the document that we are trying to share. So I can get the link to it. So right here is a chain looking thing. If I click on it, it copies the URL. And then inside the email, so I'll go back to Mailing Boss. I can go to either highlight where it says download here, or I can go to the button down at the bottom. And I can put that link right here. And then they can actually get access to that straight from the email. They don't have to go to another page and click a button or anything like that. So that is one method that you can make it very easy for them to access that link. And it's kind of hidden, the link itself, so that it's in the email. They'd have to know to copy that link and give it out to other people to be able to give it away for free or sell it themselves or whatever they do. And the only way they'll get it is if they confirm their email, to be able to get that first email in your series that gives them the link to that product. So that's another way that you can deliver a lead magnet, is by email using Cloudinary to upload the document, and then you get the URL and put it in your email. And that way they click it and it downloads it for them and they have it, instead of using a membership area. Okay? We went kind of a convoluted roundabout way, but does everybody understand that? Yeah? Okay. Yeah. Edison?
Okay. Yeah, Shelly. What I was about to say is that the same thing can be done from Google Drive.
Yes.
So you can upload your document, and most people have already, once you have a Gmail account, Google Drive or Google Chrome.
Yep.
And once you upload the document there, same way like Cloudinary.
Yep.
You just get the link and that's it.
Yep, absolutely. So you can use Google Drive, Cloudinary, Dropbox, any other ones that you can think of off the top of your head, Edison, that are pretty common out there?
I know those are, yeah, you mentioned the adoption as well.
Amazon.
Yeah, Amazon has Amazon Web Services that will allow you to save files. So lots of different places that you can just pick a standard place that you'll keep those types of files, drop them there, and then get the link and put them in that first email, and then you're good to go. And then they won't get it until they confirm, right? Easy peasy. And then you're actually, then it's way easier, because they register and they confirm. They'll get their thing, and they get their lead magnet, and you don't have to worry about creating a membership area that that you have to set up and monitor and fix if it breaks, right? You've only got 4 now to fix instead of 5. You can also set it up so that instead of registering on the actual register button, they can still register with an opt-in form, but then when they go to their checkout, they'll have to put in their information again. So that's one reason why we do the register button, is so they don't have to put in their information twice. But you can do it either way. You can have an opt-in form, send them straight to Mailing Boss, and then they get that lead magnet when they confirm, or you can do the register button and have them register automatically, and then when they go to purchase, their information is actually already there because they've registered. Another thing that I want to tell you that's really important with membership areas is that you give them a way to get back to that thank you page. That is like super important, because a lot of times when they make that purchase and they access that item for the first time, you've got 5 links here. They may not get all of the products the first time around. They may leave your website and then come back and want to get to that thank you page again so they can get to their products. So the next most important thing is to actually make sure that you add a login area right here. So I'm going to show you how to do that. You just go to the plus side and you go to buttons, and you remember that nifty little login button right there. You're just going to grab one of these where it says login-register. I'm going to click that and add it to my website and put it right up here. And when I put it on the header, that means every single page in this layout has that on it, because the header is the same on every single page in that layout. And then I'm going to right click on it and say, where do you want them to go after they log in? So when I click that button, I'm going to do page, and I'm going to send them straight to that thank you page. So when they come brand new back to this website, they click login, and shazam, they're taken to this page. And then that will allow them to access any of the products that they actually bought based on their email and password they used to get in. So it will still remember if they bought it or not. And if they didn't buy it, they're still not going to get access. They can try as hard as they want to, but what they get access to is tied to their email and password. So if they haven't bought it, they're not going to get access. Okay? So every page on your site should have that login-register button so that it remembers who they are, and when they log in, it takes them to the correct page, and then they can access their membership areas based on what they did actually buy. So you want to set that up and then click save and save again. There's another feature on this button where you can right click and you can go to action after logout. So if you want them to go all the way back to the very first page, or even set up a logout page that says you are officially logged out, to be able to access all your items again, just log back in and you'll be able to access your items. Okay, so that's how they can get instructions from you, because you're always wanting to condition your people. They can get instructions from you on how to access their product again once they've logged out. Okay, so that's another feature of that login button, is to have an action on log out as well. So any questions about that? David, go ahead.
Instead of taking them back to the thank you page, could you not create another page that says membership page?
Yeah, you can.
And then it's not like thank you again. It's now you're a member, you're part of the family.
Yep, absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely can. Totally up to you. Yep.
Okay.
Great idea. Any other questions?
Yeah, Shelley?
Uh-huh.
All right, so I have a question that is perhaps maybe a little bit off topic, but nevertheless, I think it's still relevant.
That's okay. I have a million answers, so let's see if I can answer it.
Okay, so people in agency like myself, we got a sneak preview of the new Builder.
Uh-huh.
Okay, and the editor is substantially different.
Yes, substantially different. Yes.
Right. So while I'm looking at you, going through this this training program, in the back of my mind, I'm saying, it seems to me that like a lot of what has been done will perhaps have to be done over, given the fact that there are some things in that editor that is going to be so different.
Yep.
And
so what
I don't
it means is I have a lot of opportunity to teach again, and I have a lot of opportunity to learn. And you guys have a ton of opportunity to learn some new stuff.
On the same topic.
Yes. Here's the thing: is there have been people, Edison, that are saying, "Why are you going to all this trouble to teach all this stuff?" Well, the old Pixel Perfect, the one that we're working in right now, it is not going to go away for at least a year. That's the very minimum. It's going to be there for a year. So you're not going to be able to move everything from the old Pixel Perfect to the new Pixel Perfect right away, because we're getting an MVP product. So it's not going to have everything in it that the old Pixel Perfect does. So you will have the ability to use the old one for a year or more. My guess is it's probably going to be more. And you can slowly start to move things over to the new Pixel Perfect as it starts to get the features that you want to use. And be able to take advantage of. So you may have a membership site that you're ready to get up now, do it in the old Pixel Perfect. The new Pixel Perfect just may not be ready for you yet. Okay? And then when it does
Okay.
get ready and it does have the features, you can start to move it over.
Okay.
Shelley,
Hold on
Okay.
just a second, Tyree. I'll get to you. Let me make sure Edison has got his question answered.
All right. So what I want to say as well is that hopefully by then we should have some sort of migration tool in place in order to do that.
I'm
Because-
hoping, I'm
Yeah.
hoping, but no guarantees.
Okay, because I mean, there's just the little bit we saw of it. I mean, this thing is so fantastic, and
Got it.
for me, I think that a lot of people will want to use that new builder, although you said it would not have everything that the old one has as yet.
Mhm.
And so that might just be a little bit of a dilemma there, but we'll see how it works out. Anyway, I just want to say I have to leave the class now because I have to pick up another training session with Wasili. So I'll leave you guys. I'll have to catch the rest on the recorded version. Okay?
Okay, awesome. That
Well,
sounds good. Well, thank you for being
Awesome.
here. I appreciate it. Hope you learned something new.
I
Okay.
will, certainly. Thank you.
Shelley, won't it eventually just move into what the legacy area?
Yeah, the old Pixel Perfect will be headed towards the legacy area for sure. But I just want to reassure you guys that the old Pixel Perfect is not going anywhere. It's going to stay there for at least a year. So it's not like the new Pixel Perfects come in and they're going to shut off the old. You're going to be able to have time to learn the new Pixel Perfect. We're going to have time to get new features added to the Pixel Perfect because it's going to be like old Pixel Perfect has this many features. New Pixel Perfect is only going to have this many features. And then a week or two later, it'll have some more, and then some more, and then some more. And then pretty soon, it will be up to snuff with the old Pixel Perfect. So then when you're comfortable that it has the features that you want, you can start taking your old Pixel Perfect stuff and moving it over to the new. Just to give you an example, Eric was saying that like parallax effect. If you have a website that uses parallax effect, and that's important to have that on your website if you want that, well, new Pixel Perfect is not going to have it when we get it the first time around. So you may wait until it has the parallax effect, and then you can say, okay, now I'm ready to bring this website over into the new Pixel Perfect. So it's just going to take a while to figure out when the right time is for you to start building in the new Pixel Perfect.
Can we migrate it, or will we have to just rebuild it?
Right now it's rebuild. All of the leaders have asked very loudly for a conversion system so that we can take a Pixel Perfect website from old and convert it to new. But Eric said he would try, but he was very hesitant, which tells me that's a hard one to do. So it's not that he said it's impossible, we can't do it, but I get the strong feeling that we may not get that. But what do I think about that as a leader? I could go, oh my God, seriously, we're going to have to build all those fling and websites? That's ridiculous. But the reality is, you got to learn how to build it anyway, right? You have to jump in there and learn how to use it. So why not learn how to use it by building websites that you're completely comfortable with and move them over to the new builder? That's going to just really solidify you learning that system and learning that system well. So as frustrating as it might be on the front end, and you're thinking, oh my God, I don't want to rebuild everything. The fact of the matter is, if you really want to learn that system, be able to take full advantage of it, you're actually doing good to take a website you're already familiar with and move it over. And you'll learn, I think, quicker that way, rather than building something you don't even know what you're building from scratch.
What I did was I used the drag and drop to initially get my websites up, and then I eventually went over and redid them with the blank pages and set them up the way I wanted to.
Yeah, that's good. Well, you can do so much with the new Pixel Perfect. It is beautiful. It's easy peasy, nice and breezy, and that is the way we like it. I expect that I could probably take a 5-year-old and start teaching them how to build a website with the new Pixel Perfect, because it's got little slider things and it's got little tiki things. It's not as complicated as the old Pixel Perfect and having to right click and see all the things you could do with that item. It's just so very different, so very easy breezy. So I'm excited about you guys getting to rebuild in the new Pixel Perfect to learn how it works. And then of course we'll back that up with training and stuff like that too. So that's kind of my take on it. There may be somebody else that might get frustrated that you have to rebuild, but to me, it's just an exciting thing because now you're going to master that new Pixel Perfect quickly by rebuilding your sites. Make sense? So
Okay,
nobody's
yeah.
allowed to get frustrated at all.
Well, my point about the frustration is that we live in an evolving world, and I'm glad that they're still improving it. That creates even stronger value for Builderall, and it makes us that much more valuable to the internet world. So I'm good with that. I have no issue. I have an issue if they stop trying to get better.
Exactly. I completely agree. Yeah.
So,
And of all the things that we have in Builderall, if rebuilding the site in the new Pixel Perfect, which is responsive and easier and better and all that kind of stuff, and you pitch a fit and say, I quit, I just can't, I'm not going to do it, then I don't think Builderall was actually for you anyway.
Right. So any blog sites or things like that that I'm doing in this Pixel Perfect now just has to be transferred over, whether it be copy, paste, or whatever, would be integration. Okay.
Exactly. And
No
I'm
problem.
in that same boat because I have blog entries for websites that have, 100, 200, 300 entries. So I'm in the same boat where I'm going to have to move them over and rebuild. But again, I'm excited about it because I'll have a faster way to do it. It's going to be more responsive. So I'm looking at the end result that I'm going to get with the work that I'm going to put in. And then when you count in the fact that now I don't have to work so hard to make that mobile work for me, then that's really exciting. I can't wait. Can't wait.
Well, I have no problem with the evolution of a Builderall. The only problem I would have is if I didn't know what has to be done. So because you explained to us the process that we'll have to improve, rearrange to, I'm good with that.
Good.
And then at the same time,
if we get a converter, then everybody can scream and holler and dance and sing.
What this will allow me to create more content, say this is what we used to do, this is what we're doing now. We're improving to make it easier for beginners, and then to make it faster for intermediate, and make it a dream for advanced users. So I'm happy with it.
Awesome.
If they stop getting better, that's when I would have a problem.
Yep, and I can't imagine that happening. Builderall is going to always be throwing us stuff. So just be ready. Go ahead, Steve.
Technology is constantly changing, and you got to keep updating stuff to keep adrift of what's going on.
That's right. You're exactly right. You're exactly right. And I want to definitely let you guys know that when we talk about this particular funnel that we put together, I'm going to tell you exactly how I would deliver. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen, and I'm going to go back to my blueprint. So there's my blueprint. And here's how I would deliver this and set everything up to make sure that it worked exactly how I wanted it to work. So I'm a fan of the email marketing forms. I like those. I like it going straight into Mailing Boss. I don't necessarily like to set up that register button because they'll register when they buy for the first time when they hit the ebook. So I would set up the opt-in form to be able to do email marketing form. And that way I can make sure that I'm set up to go to the email confirmation page to give them instructions. And then once they confirm, they go to that first sales page. I like that system. That's my favorite system because, again, I'm conditioning my users. And to me, that's important to condition them to do exactly what I want them to do. So that's the way I would set up that first part. And then from here all the way to here, you guys saw exactly how I would set up as far as setting up the membership areas. So the ebook, video, and coaching and the audios would all go in a membership area. And then the lead magnet that they signed up for here, they would actually get delivered in an email once they confirm their email address. So that is the complete way that I would set up this myself. Now, you guys, you don't have to do it that way. Remember, we've talked about many different ways to set up. We've talked about a registration button. We talked about getting them to register first here, and then when they get here, the registration information is there already, so all they have to do is purchase. We talked about setting up delivery on a thank you page or setting up the membership areas. It's all up to you. There is no right or wrong answer, and that's the part I cannot stress enough. There is no right or wrong answer. The answer is, how do you want to do it? Okay, and that's the answer. Okay, so all that takes your work, your trial and error, your practice, your setting up, and you decide what you think is the best way for you to deliver your digital products. And again, no wrong answer. It's just how you want to set it up. Okay, got it? There may be 10 people that come in behind me and set it up a completely different way.
Chip has a very important question, Shelley.
Oh, Chip, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Do you want me to post something about your 2 o'clock meeting with the certified partners?
Yeah, could you please? Could you tell them I'm running about 15 minutes behind and we'll jump in?
Okay, thanks.
Thank you. Thank you very much. All right, so everybody understand what we covered today, how I would set it up, but the many, many different ways you can set it up, how you can deliver those products. We went through already where you can find products to get started, how you can make your own digital products, all different kinds of products that you can get from Builderall. So you've got a lot to munch on, right? So do you guys have like any burning questions that you got to get out before I race to my certified partner meeting? No? Okay, well, I'm going to go ahead and go. It has been a fabulous week. And Elisa, you want to comment or question?
I just want to say thank you so much, because now what I want to figure out is something that you can't help me, but all the whole other things you've helped me a lot. So thank you so much.
Oh, good. Good. I'm so glad. And that's the whole reason behind this, is so that you guys can take this information and absolutely run with it. And don't run with scissors, though. That's not healthy. But run with this information and build, and go make your millions. And then you can come back and visit me later.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Gabriel.
Can you please upload the last 3 days and 2 days and today?
I will. This will render as soon as I close the meeting. And then I'll, as soon as I get done with the certified partner meeting, because that's a Zoom meeting as well, and that's going to have to render as well. What I ran into yesterday is I did like 3 or 4 different meetings that I had to render, download, upload, and then add to websites. So when I was doing all that at the same time, I think YouTube just went, what? And lost 1 or 2 of the videos. So yeah. I promise
I just got to go and rewatch it, because I got to do this as we built it. So it's exactly what I'm dealing with. So I need help. So this will help me tremendously. Thank you.
Okay.
Yeah, I missed Wednesday completely, and what I'll be doing is listening to it and building it at the same time.
Yeah, when you guys see all those meetings on the event calendar, all of those, well, not all of them. Sometimes I end up getting all those videos and having to download the videos, render the videos, download, upload back to YouTube, and then add them to whatever website. So if it ends up that I'm busy that day and I have to do it all at the same time, every once in a while, YouTube just kind of goes, no, not going to do it. That's what happened last night. So y'all just be patient with me, and I will do it again, and hopefully we'll get it up and running for you so you can go back through it and see everything that you need to see. And of course, I'm available for questions on Tuesday night training, on Wednesday morning training. So if you run into any snafus, just come in that training and ask your questions, and I'll do my best to actually help you out with them. And then, of course, we always do more boot camps, so be watching for the next boot camp, okay? All right, guys, y'all have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful weekend. It's been a pleasure being with you the entire week, and I will see you all around the internet. And don't forget to build something amazing with Builderall. I'll see you guys later. Bye.
Thank you, everybody. Bye-bye.